top. Heath working his way to the turtle position.
He's going knee bar. Yes, he's going for a knee bar.
And
Whoa.
Fedor gets out. Fedor on top. A lot of scurrying there. Heath almost got out from under the bottom. But now he's on the bottom of this guy, who's a judo champion.
Yes, but he was also on the bottom of Nogueira, and he escaped that many times too. So,
yeah, Nogueira. That's amazing that, you know, a guy like Heath Herring of that size can move quick enough to get out of those triangle chokes of Nogueira and everything else. But either one of these guys, when they win, they get to get in the ring with Nogueira. And Fedor jumping back into almost side control. Herring trying to get guard and giving it up. And there's the knee by Fedor.
Yep, you don't want to eat those.
No, I think Heath is conserving his energy. He knows and respects this guy.
That was a good blow there on left.
Especially that right hand that he ended the combination with. Fedor cracking Herring again.
Moving through the side like it's nothing.
Yeah, Herring didn't do anything to prevent that either.
Yeah. I think at the moment that Fedor is going to go for a submission, Herring will escape and go back to his feet. Something like that.
But Fedor just cracked him 2 times. Is Herring hurt here?
It looked like
he hurt him with that left hook, boss. I think Heath is hurt.
Yep.
He's hurt. It was the left hook.
He's got to do something now.
And Fedor just pounding away in a position to throw some knees. Herring is really having problems getting out of second gear here.
Yep, but don't count him out.
No.
There's some blood there, and I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh. Whoa! Herring falling out of the ring. Boss, Herring doesn't look in good shape here.
No.
Heath is in bad shape, and that was from the right hand.
He's got a big cut.
Yeah, he's got a big... Heath scrambling to get guard, and then eating some punches, including that right hand there. And Fedor blasting away.
And those are some good shots.
Yeah, this is shades of Igor Vovchanchyn at his finest.
Look at those.
Except for this guy can wrestle. Okay, we're going to get the restart.
Nice.
Referee Yuji Shimada restarts the fighters. And Heath going high with a left roundhouse kick. Right leg roundhouse kick to the body of Fedor. Fedor trying to counter, and Fedor jumping in and suplexing. Heath Herring, unreal. He picked the big man up like he was nothing.
Whoa, very surprising. And you told me before, you said, watch this guy, he's very good, but he is getting up here. I hope for him, he's got to get up. He cannot take more of those punches that he ate before. Those, you don't want to take too many.
Well, I had said it before that Emelianenko is here for a reason. He's not here as a gimme to Heath Herring, obviously. Both these guys deserve a shot at the heavyweight title, but it's a thing where there's only room in this town for one sheriff, and they're going to find out who that sheriff is going to be. Right now, the man packing the badge and the gun is Emelianenko Fedor.
Oh, and he's doing it good. He should escape, he should buck, he should escape, he should try to get up.
Fedor is dominating Heath Herring at the moment.
What a control.
With control, ground and pound. His punches are just power-packed. Like I said before, it's shades of Igor Vovchanchyn, except Fedor is a wrestler who can punch. Oh, what a huge left hook!
Oh, and he's turning away. I don't know, that's not a good sign.
No,
He wants to go for that knee bar again, it looks. But I don't know if that's a good idea. Yes, you see. Oh. But don't count Heath out.
I'm not going to count him out, but right now, I mean, I'm not counting him in because he's really taking a beating here.
Yes.
And there's the knee.
Oh.
This really surprises me that Heath just can't seem to get started.
Yep, same thing here. It's almost like it's a game plan, but it didn't work. Like take it easy the first 5 minutes or something, but Fedor is mauling around.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is just mauling him. Fedor seems to have all the answers here. He's quick. That's the thing. That's the difference here. The difference is the quickness.
And he jumps so easy out of the guard, go to the side.
At 6'1", 227 pounds, this guy is all over Heath Herring right now, and we may have a restart standing if they sit here for too much longer. But it's been Fedor all the way.
Oh, he's going for an armbar. Ooh, and a sweep, armbar sweep. Good control here by Fedor. Wow.
This is basically a flawless example of ground control by the man from Russia.
Okay. Half guard. I thought there was a mount.
It looks like it might be any second.
Yes, he's looking for it.
But I don't think the mount is the right position for a guy that's bigger than you like Heath Herring, because it would be easy to throw him off and get top control with Emelianenko on the bottom. I think he should stay with side control or half mount. But he's taking his time here. He's done quite a bit of damage so far. I'm wondering what instructions Herring is going to be getting once he gets to the corner.
I think, oh, he's going for the mount now. No, Herring won't let him. The corner of Heath Herring is telling him just keep controlling him right now till you feel good for your air, and then go. Ooh, that's some power shots,
Guy's got some serious power from the guard.
And I don't think it's going to work after this either.
Well, Heath starting to strike back with the back fist from the bottom. Oh, what a right hand! Fedor is just blasting those punches.
3 minutes left.
It's going to be a long 3 minutes for Heath, I'm telling you. Yeah, he's got to get out of this position. He can't see the punches coming, and Fedor is going to keep digging those shots to the side of Heath's head.
He's got to stand up. He's got to stand up. Well, mount position.
Mount position.
What is he going to do? This is an escape. And now he's going to back door like he always did, see? Whoa, but he doesn't stand up.
Why should he?
Oh, my God.
You mean Heath?
Heath.
I think Heath has been dilapidated to some extent here.
Yes, I think so too.
I mean, he's going to have to regroup. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is not good. This could be everything. It could even into an armbar.
Yeah, because this guy has submitted a couple of guys, one with an armbar, one with a guillotine choke.
Oh, that right hand was hard.
It's just his punching power is just ridiculous. I mean, on the ground.
2 minutes.
There have been a couple of guys who can fight from the guard and hurt people. Gary Goodridge, Don Fry, Igor Vovchanchin, and now this guy joins that alumni of a man who can really pound guys at a short distance. Uh-oh.
This could be the trick for Heath to get out. No. Fedor's got too much control. Look at this. He's got to get out. He's got to buck, get out.
Uh-oh.
And he's got the choke.
He's got it. Oh, no!
No, he doesn't have it.
But still,
He almost
doesn't have it. And
now he should slip out the back door and stand up. That would be the only thing for Heath. I hope.
He looks like he's ready to quit.
Yes, he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he's really taking a beating here. I would have to say, from what I've seen so far of Emelianenko Fedor in this fight, I don't know if I've ever seen as destructive a guy from the guard. Uh-oh!
Look at this. Oh, now.
Okay, now,
Yes.
Now finally we see Heath on top. Wow!
And he better start mauling now because he's got only 1 minute left.
Talk about guts. Right when we were getting ready to count Heath Herring out,
Look at this. Hey.
is he gonna, if he finishes him, it will be Rocky all the way. He's got north-south. Fedor's in a bad position, but Fedor is a little bit too close. Uh-oh. Oh, he should have thrown that. Okay, Heath pounding away, Fedor turning.
Heath is looking fresh. His face maybe doesn't, but he's looking fresh. So God knows what round number 2 is going to. Whoa, there we go.
If Fedor blew all of his gaskets in that first round, he's going to have hell to pay in the second round.
Oh, yeah.
Because if it ends up in that position, wow is right. That was 9/10 the Russian and 1/10 at the end, the American fighter Heath Herring going back to his corner all busted up. Fedor put him through the meat grinder in that fight.
Thank God that Heath Herring's hair looks a little bit like his face, so it doesn't. It kind of matches.
It's straight out of Hellraiser, straight out of Evil Dead 3, whatever. Fedor completely just assaulted Heath Herring. And Heath Herring could do little more than cover up most of the time, but he was able to weather the storm, and near the end, after reversing and trying to get into a couple of stoppage. But as we said before, the doctors were looking really close at Heath, because Fedor, I'm telling you, Boz, I don't know that I've ever seen a more destructive fighter on the ground with strikes, as far as movement and constantly.
The thing is, I am really looking forward now to see him fight Nogueira.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that is gonna be an awesome match. Wow. Yeah, he got cut too bad. The referee stops the fight, taking care of the fighters. Well, what impressive victory.
Semi realistically has a chance to beat you?
Yeah, of course. All those like heavyweight fighters from Pride, they very good. Everyone got their special technique, you know. And Sam Shield, he got a very dangerous front kick and jab. So I gotta be careful. All those like heavyweight fighters from Pride, they very dangerous. So everyone got their special technique. I gotta be careful. And I gotta make my own strategy. If I go to the ground, I can submit him. If I change long distance with him, he's very dangerous.
You are the champion, and most people regard you as the #1 fighter in the sport. Is it hard now that you're #1 to keep getting in shape?
Yeah, it's more difficult to keep in shape, to keep #1 than get there, you know. I think it wasn't difficult to me to get there, but now it's very difficult to be in shape and be #1, because always I'm gonna fight the big fighters, you know, like Sam Shield, Bob Sapp, Heath Herring, you know. Everybody wants my title.
Our next match is going to be unbelievable. We have the heavyweight champion, Antonio Rodrigo Nogueira, and he's facing Sammy Shield, the 7-foot-tall guy from Holland, in a non-title fight. What do you think about that, Peter?
Well, I think that this fight, it's no secret. The 7-foot-tall wonder, Sammy Shield, is going to want to do some kickboxing. But Nogueira has got other ideas. He's going to want to put him on his back. Now, what can Sammy do to defend against the takedown?
It's going to be very difficult because he's so tall, he has to go all the way down to sprawl. That's the bad thing about tall people. Also, tall people with long arms and long limbs are very susceptible for submissions, arm bars, and leg locks. And we all know Nogueira is very well versed on the ground.
Okay, so I think that Antonio Nogueira will get a submission possibly in the first round. What do you think, boss?
I think exactly the same.
What is your opinion of Don Frye as a fighter?
He's very good, very strong. He got hard, you know. It would be a very hard fight for the Yoshida. Yeah, like Don Frye, he fight with his heart. He's like a typical American guy, you know.
Well, thank you. That's nice to say that about Americans.
Oh yeah, here he comes, the man himself, the man standing at the top of the mixed martial art heat worldwide. Highly talented, highly respected, Antonio Rodrigo Minotauro Nogueira from Salvador, Brazil.
They speed that up a little bit because otherwise Sammy's going to be in trouble.
You know, look at the size of that video screen. That thing is about as high as a skyscraper. Here at the Pride Fighting Championships, we have 30 cameras capturing this event. We got cameras from every different angle, so we get to see the moves to beat Sammy Schilt. But there's a big if there, boss, and it's called the knee.
And it's called the left front kick and the left jab. And the jab from Sammy Schilt is not a jab. It's a power shot from hell. If it connects, could be trouble.
I love when they hop over that top rope.
You love that, man? After this show, I will do it a few times for you. So just, that, because you love it. Look at this. Wow, the audience.
211cm、127kg、セーヌ・シェラート
And there he gets the announcement of Sammy Schilt, the man who took Ernesto Hoost to a draw. But a lot of people thought that he beat Ernesto Hoost.
5.3kg、アントニオ・コドリオ・ヨルゲ
The Pride Heavyweight Champion in this non-title fight. I wonder if in the back of his mind he's thinking about a Russian fighter by the name of Fedor. Let's hope not, because he's got that tall order, that tall drink of water, and Sammy Schilt, 7 feet tall. Look at that size difference. I mean, Nogueira is not a little guy at 6'3", 230 pounds.
Yeah, oh. He
Now-
better closes the distance fast.
Yeah, when Nogueira fought Bob Sapp, he was on him like a cheap suit within the first 5 seconds of the match. I'm thinking he's going to do the same thing, but he doesn't want to walk into a knee, because that's one thing that Bob Sapp had, is that he didn't have the speed of Sapp. There it is!
Ooh, that could be dangerous.
That
there
could be
because
super dangerous, but Sammy,
such a kick.
Sammy's not that fast. He's got it. Oh, but Sammy sprawling. I don't believe it. Sammy Schilt sprawling. I never thought I'd hear those two words in the same sentence.
Hey, he's been working on his sprawl a lot. It took special guys in Holland to work on his sprawl defense, on his takedown defense.
Wow,
And
look at
he's
this.
doing good.
He's doing very good.
Better not go to the ground.
Oh, he hasn't gone to the ground yet. He's got
Wow.
a crossface standing up. Expect the knees, folks. This has been a lot harder than Nogueira must have expected. Is he going to get the trip? Now this, Sammy has already shocked me by not being able to be taken down by the champion. That used to be his glaring weakness, is the ability to not stop the takedown.
And it pays off, you see, if you train on it.
And look at this.
Oh, it's pulling guard.
Nogueira pulls him into the guard and tries to sweep him over the top. Doesn't work. Now Sammy's on top. Sammy Schilt on top, on the ground. This is all new stuff for me.
No, he's doing exactly what his corner says. Stand up.
Very good. Smart move by Schilt. Schilt making this far more competitive. Oh, there's that left kick. He just handed it to Nogueira. What can Nogueira do with it? Schilt is strong.
Nice crossface there. And
Schilt in the mount, a high mount. Nogueira popping out the back door. And Schilt, a soccer kick. Nogueira's got to be thinking, why do I always have to fight these big guys? He's going from Bob Sapp to Sammy Schilt. Who's next? Tom Erickson? Actually, the guy who's next is Emelianenko Fedor. This is a non-title fight, but it would be embarrassing to say the least. There it is, double leg takedown, and he finally got what he'd been trying so hard for. Now this is Nogueira's turf right here.
It is, but the way that Sammy closed his guard was very impressive. Because Nogueira tried to stop it, but he couldn't. So props to Sammy right there. But still, you know, Nogueira's going to break it. He's going to peel one foot off and then go to the side. He's going to do something.
Let's hope so, but Sammy Schilt is known for his grip strength and probably known for his leg grip strength. So we don't know if Nogueira can even pass the guard. Because if Sammy wants to just have a closed guard, he may risk having a yellow card, a la what Oronad did with Ninja. But then Sammy opening it up, trying to stand back up. He's going to look at this butt scoot happening. Sammy Schilt fighting like a jiu-jitsu guy all of a sudden.
Yeah, but this is more dangerous for Sammy here, the half guard.
yes,
because
it is.
Now Nogueira can, and here he goes already. Puts his left foot in, and he's going to pull his right leg out.
And it's going to be hard for Sammy if Nogueira starts to get a submission up against the ropes. Sammy will be trapped, in fact. Okay, now this is a good call because the referee's going to restart the fight as close to the center of the ring. Otherwise, Sammy could really be in trouble because if Nogueira flipped over for an armbar, the ropes would help him. The same way they did with Paulo Filho and
Yes.
Akira Shoji in the previous Pride Fighting Championships.
But this is a dangerous position for Sammy Schilt now.
Heck yeah.
This is just, yeah, Nogueira can pretty much do everything he wants.
Schilt is now in that territory which he disdains so much, on his back with a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt and the top fighter in the sport on top of him. Schilt's got to stay cool here. The problem with Schilt in this position is he doesn't have the explosiveness we look forward to, boss.
Man, I cannot tell you how much, because Fedor really impressed me tonight.
Oh, yes. I mean, Heath Herring is up there in the top 10. Some people have him in the top 5. But Fedor is going to replace his position, surely. Mount of position, not good for Sammy Schilt.
He shoots crossface.
Sammy is going to get tested here.
Yep, there's an armbar.
He's going to get tested, yeah. And he's going to go for the neck crank at first to set up the armbar. We're only halfway through this 10-minute round at 5 minutes gone. Nogueira on top, in control.
Sammy shoot buck.
5 minutes into the round.
And
Look at this.
he almost was able to pull him off, but
It was not like Bob Sapp.
no. No, because Bob Sapp outweighs Sammy by 100 pounds plus.
There's an armbar coming up, I think.
That's crazy.
He's going to roll straight into it. Okay. I think he realized it.
Nogueira told me that he was the giant killer, as in David from the Bible.
The pull had both hands and bridge now. No, he's first going to bring the elbow to the other side. Now he's helping. It's over.
Oh, yeah. That's the champion. That's why. He submitted the big guy from Holland with a triangle choke. Oh, yeah. 6 minutes, 36 seconds by triangle chokeout. Nogueira proves why he's number 1.
The Giant Killer. Good name. Huh?
Yes, it is.
I mean, wow. Yeah, he is just too good with the submissions. Unbelievable.
Well, now, once the smoke clears, I'm sure that Nogueira is going to go back and watch the Heath Herring-Fedor fight and start planning his game plan. He's going to have to.
Yes.
Because Fedor obviously is much better on the ground than Schilt was. I mean, he got him out. Most people expected this to happen.
Oh,
They thought, you thought it was going to be an armbar, but
yeah, but that's what I wanted to say. Did you see how he set it up?
Yeah.
He set it up like an armbar, but he did it on purpose to pass it and make it into a triangle. Those guys from the Brazilian top team, man, they know their submissions. That was beautiful.
Now, in this fight, as in the Pride Fighting Championships, under Pride rules, Sammy had a pretty big weight advantage over Nogueira. Now, here in Pride, that if there's a difference of more than 20 pounds, the lighter man can choose whether there will be knees and kicks to the head from the ground. Of course, we don't know if Nogueira chose or not, but still, it didn't make any difference because Sammy didn't throw a single knee or kick on the ground anyway.
Yeah, but what Sammy did do was some good takedown defense in the beginning. If he stays working on that, he still is a major force.
Well, he's going to step into the K1 Grand Prix now.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't get all bashed up, so he should be fine near the beginning of December when the K1 happens, which is all kickboxing.
And where he's going to face the other big guy, Bob Sapp, in his first match. Whoa.
That's going to be surreal.
Jesus.
Antonio, would you like to say something to the crowd? Use your mic, Antonio.
Vou falar em português. Eu gostaria de dizer que eu, Antônio Rodrigo Nogueira, campeão, heavyweight do Pride, estou disposto a lutar com qualquer um, que fosse o Hit Hitting, Emelianenko Fedor, qualquer um peso pesado nesse mundo, pode subir nesse ringue e tentar tirar o meu cinturão. Mas eu vou enfrentar qualquer um. Rodrigo Nogueira não escolhe adversário. Muito obrigado de novo ao público do Pride.
Oh, so you're going to get
Brasília,
tricky
top
and speak
team.
Portuguese on
Luiz
us.
Alves.
Yeah, he said, okay, the only one who's better looking is Bas Rutten and Stephen Quadros. And they could be a major force. Okay, we have the translation here, and that's going to be in Japanese, which is going to be helping us a lot.
It's like the Morse code or something. Now that's what I'm talking about. Welcome to Pride, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, he said, watch the next Pride. I will fight anyone. Well, he's going to fight Fedor. We know that. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be like the Wolverine versus the, who knows?
The giant killer.
Yeah, the giant killer. I'm telling you, that match on paper is one of the most competitive matches around. Now look at this. How he set up. It looked, like you said, he faked the armbar.
Oh God, that is so smart, man. I'm going to move. I'm going to use that move so much. I'm going to steal that. What a perfect setup, man. That's.
Well, it ended as we expected it, with Nogueira getting the submission win.
Yeah.
But the one thing is that Sammy Schultz grew a little bit with his takedown defense, because Sammy was one of the easiest heavyweights in the world to take down. Because not only because of his height, but because he primarily came from such a strong stand-up background. And there Nogueira is being congratulated by the big shots.
It seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, you seem to be a little mellower now that you're married.
Não, com relação agora que eu consegui ser profissional mesmo, tô só treinando, eu fico treinando o dia inteiro, eu corro, nado, faço musculação, faço jiu-jitsu, muay thai, wrestling, então eu realmente estou me tornando cada vez mais um lutador completo, né? E eu acho que eu não atingi ainda o meu potencial total, eu acho que daqui a alguns anos que eu vou estar no auge da carreira ainda.
And in our championship fight, Vanderlei Silva, one of the most feared athletes in mixed martial arts, puts his Pride middleweight championship belt on the line against Hiromitsu Kanehara from Rings.
Yeah, you read me the list with the opponents that Kanehara was fighting, and this guy fought a lot of people, and he beat some good people too. So he has a lot of talent and he has a lot of experience. But Vanderlei Silva, come on, the ex-murderer from Brazil, I don't know.
It may be Kanehara's variety, because he can punch, he can kick, he can also do submissions that will save him in this match. But in a way, I got to admit that I agree with you, boss. I think Vanderlei is going to win, probably with a ground and pound TKO.
Some serious competition in his career, so he's no stranger to pressure.
182センチ、92.5 キロ、プライドミドル級チャンピオン、バンダライ・シルバー。
But Vanderlei Silva is all about pressure. So we're going to see who can dictate where the fight is fought. Kanehara can stand up. He can bang a little bit. Now, this is the trademark of Vanderlei Silva.
Oh, yes.
Does he look scarier or less scary than he did with Krokop or with Dan Henderson?
It's always the same. He's blank. right now.
I think that this is going to be a knockdown, drag-out affair here at Tokyo Dome. Championship chaos. This is the championship bout. Vanderlei versus Kanehara, and it's on, folks. Kanehara coming out slugging and getting cracked. Vanderlei landing the left hook and a right hand. Oh! Vanderlei knocking Kanehara down with a high kick.
His armbar. Oh, Kanehara's looking for an armbar.
Kanehara's head has got to be spinning. Vanderlei was blasting him into tomorrow. Looking like a K1 match at first.
And finishing it off with that nice sucker kick to the head.
As I said before, Vanderlei's all about pressure. If you don't keep your hands up, you're going to be eating some leather and also some shin bone. Kanehara's still there, though. Kanehara is tough, boss.
Yeah, you can say that again.
I don't know if he wants to go toe-to-toe with Vanderlei again, though. He tried that, didn't work.
Yeah, if one of those shots got to hit. He's got the leg pick there. That's the trademark. Vanderlei's trademark. He will probably go to the side mark now. And then start doing his thing.
Vanderlei was a clear recipient of when the Pride adopted the knees and the kicks to the head. He really liked that rule because if a guy shot in on him, he could knee him in the head. Now, it's interesting because in the two states that are sanctioned in the United States, Nevada and New Jersey, they have different rules than we have here in Pride, but the rules are really subtly different. They only, here in Pride, we allow knees and kicks on the ground, whereas the rules there allow elbows. So that's really a very small difference. It's almost identical, the style of fighting. And we might just see some of those knees and kicks on the ground from Vanderlei because I was watching him work out the other day, and they have a very unique way to practice those strikes.
Yeah.
Where the guy who's down on the bottom has got a set of focus mitts, and they do the variety of strikes, including up kicks like Kanehara just tried.
Yeah, and you know, soccer is very popular in Brazil too.
Right.
So he probably played soccer when he was a little kid. And that's the practice there from the beginning.
Vanderlei says that he is always a good boy, only in the ring, he's a bad boy. Silva coming in with a good jab. Silva cracking away into the tie clinch. Kanehara. Oh, big left hook by Silva. It's easy to land as people think. Vanderlei wants to knock this guy out standing.
Yeah, he says.
And Kanehara getting up again. I tell you, Kanehara's tough, but he's not tough enough to stand up to Vanderlei. No way. He's probably not tough enough to survive on the ground either.
It's going to be over.
Yeah, this is Vanderlei's trademark, to get the guy sideways on. Oh! Soccer!
That's what they do when they give a soccer kick in Brazil. Give me the time, Mr. Fight Professor.
Okay, it was 3 minutes, 31 seconds. TKO by towel being thrown in. I'll tell you what, though. Now he's talking some trash here. What an animal. That guy, he came out, you know, Kanehara made it a good fight, though.
Yes, he did. He made it a good fight.
But now Vanderlei has gone through mainly Japanese fighters so far. We want to see Vanderlei fight either Arona, Quentin Jackson. There are some other guys that have worked their way up into title contention. You got some good guys out there. It seems like the logical choice would be Arona, Vanderlei. They got the rivalry. The Brazilian top team and Shootbox are both 1-1, 1 victory, 1 loss.
Yeah.
That would be the tiebreaker. That'd be for the big pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and that would be a hell of a fight.
Man, I would really looking forward to that one. It's got to happen. I mean, come on. We got to see it. We got Murilo Ninja. We can put him up against, what's his name again? Yokoi.
Right.
That would be a nice matchup. Oh, here we go.
It would be. Okay, now here's Kanehara. Again, he's trying, but he's brawling with a man.
That kick.
That was unbelievable. That was early in the round, and it looked like that would have knocked the guy out. But this guy's got a chin of granite. Look at that left hook, boss.
Yeah, but look how ready he is for that kick. It goes so fast, and boom, boom, he's already there.
And this guy, that would have knocked everybody out, except this guy has got a serious chin, man.
プライドミドル級チャンピオン認定証、株式会社ドリームステージエンターテインメントにおけるプライドミドル級チャンピオンとして認められました。今後の活躍をここに期待し、認定証といたします。2002年11月24日、株式会社ドリームステージエンターテインメント。
Vanderlei finally pounded him down at 3 minutes 31 seconds. So many options for Vanderlei now. So many people that want that title. A lot of people say they want the title. They say they want to get in the ring with Vanderlei, but sometimes they don't want to sign on the dotted line. A couple of logical choices. There's Arona. There's also Kevin Randleman.
Yes.
Because Boss, to me, he's ready for a title shot because he was a UFC champion. He's already fought 2 times. Now he gets the rules of Pride.
Yes.
And he wants that title.
Yep. You're absolutely right. You're going to face Hidehiko Yoshida, which is a former judo champion, an Olympic gold medalist. What do you think about it?
I think it's great. I think it's going to be exciting. You know, it's not often you get to fight an Olympic gold medalist. And, you know, I understand he requested me, so I hope to give him the match that he wants.
Now, we see you back, you're totally back in shape. The last time I saw you fight, you were the lightest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And right now you're back. How does it feel? Because, I mean, that's got to be a lot of difference.
Oh, it makes a lot of difference. I had dropped down 210 pounds. You know, I had intended on retiring after the Takayama fight. And I went home and sat on the back porch looking at the mountains. I smoked cigars and drank tequila and didn't lift the weight for 8 weeks. And I was retired as far as in my book. And, you know, I want to make it sound romantic and say, you know, God likes to watch me fight. God wanted me back. But the truth of the matter is that my wife and kids, they wanted me the hell out of the house.
Last question. Prediction for tomorrow.
I'm going to break his arm.
You're going to break his arm. You're going to go for submission.
No, I'm just going to break his arm. He's not going to have a chance to submit.
This is a battle of 2 champions. One man, a champion of mixed martial arts, and a legend, Don Frye, against a national hero here in Japan in Hidehiko Yoshida, the man who beat Royce Gracie and the man who won the gold medal in judo in the Olympics.
Yeah. One thing for sure, he's got to take the fight to the ground. We don't know if Yoshida is going to wear his gi. What we do know is that we saw Don Frye walking here in the hallway with a gi under his arm. Is he going to wear a gi? He didn't want to tell us. So what is going to happen into this fight? If Don is going to close the distance, he can be taken down with a judo throw. So he has got to try to stay away from him, punch, and knock him out.
I think what's going to happen in this fight is that Don Frye, because he's a 2nd-degree black belt in judo, may want to try and play the game with Yoshida, and that's going to give Yoshida, who's making his martial arts debut, his mixed martial arts debut tonight, it's going to give him a chance. But I think inevitably Don Frye, as you said, will win by KO.
Pride 23本日の第7試合を行います。青コーナーよりドン・フライ選手の入場です。
Boss, you and I have made it clear that Don Frye is one of our favorite fighters ever.
He is. He is the true American hero.
And he has got people guessing because around the hotel, he was always going to train with his partners, carrying his gi under his shoulder. Oh no.
What is he gonna do? Is he gonna wear it?
I don't know. I hope he doesn't.
And me too.
Because if he wears his gi in a match against the guy the level of his opponent, Hidehiko Yoshida, he's not going to wear it. Well, we don't know. But he's coming in showing the respect because Don Frye is one of the most respectful fighters there is. And he's got a huge amount of respect for the accomplishment of the gold medal and world championship of his opponent, Yoshida.
Yes, I know, because I heard that winning a world championship is way tougher, they told me, than an Olympic champion. So, and he became it 2 times and then became the world champion. So they said, his corner told me that is something unbelievable.
Yeah, so Don Frye is no stranger to judo, though, because he's a second-degree black belt. But he's also a mixed martial art legend. He's won 2 UFC 8-man tournaments. He was the finalist in a 3rd UFC. He's beaten Ken Shamrock, Gary Goodridge twice, Tank Abbott. I mean, he's one of the guys that invented rock and rumble. He's coming off, actually, technically he's coming off a loss, but it was under K1 rules at the Shockwave show, August 28th, 2002, against Big Jerome Lebana from France. Let's send it up to our ring announcer. And Don Frye's opponent has captured the...
Not Don Frye. That would be my last choice.
Well, Don Frye, I'm sure, is going to want to volley and backhand Yoshida's head around the tennis court tonight.
He's going to give him some serves.
Yoshida is a veteran, over 1,000 judo matches, 2-time judo world champion, gold medalist in the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. That was 10 years ago, but with 1,000 judo matches, he's no stranger to world-class competition.
That is a nice and wrong number 2. 1,000 judo matches. I love it.
Man, he did get his arm broken one time in the 2000 Sydney Olympics by a Brazilian by the name Carlos Honorato.
Wow. Yep. Is he going to wear the gi? That's my question, too.
If he wears the gi, Don Frye can use it against him, kind of like a hockey fight. Pull it over his head, grab him, hold him, hit him. This is mixed martial arts.
I know, but the downside is if Don Frye is going to grab the gi, then he's close to get the throw in the judo throw, and that is his specialty.
I'm telling you, Don Frye is one of the most destructive fighters ever in mixed martial arts. It was guys like Don Frye that invented with Mark Coleman ground and pound. Don Frye coming up boxing. Look at the shot there by Yoshida over the trip. Oh! Yoshida gets Don Frye on his back quickly. Don's got to get out of here.
Yeah, he's got to take his time.
Yoshida going for that same choke that he pulled off on Royce Gracie. Don cannot fall prey to this. He's got to get out of this thing.
That's what he said before when we met him down at breakfast. He says, I'm going to watch out for that one.
Yeah, because he's going right for it. He's going to get that wraparound over-under choke. The funny thing is, that's the choke he got Royce Gracie on in that referee stoppage. But that was one of the biggest chokes for Royce to set up his other submissions.
Yeah.
In a way, it's more of a setup technique. It's hard to really tap a guy unless, you know, with strikes, that is.
Yes.
Okay, Don's getting back up, and Yoshida getting Don's back. Only 1 minute into this first 10-minute round.
The only thing that Don has to do is make sure that his jaw is connected to his shoulder. And there will be arm under his armpit, so it's not really arm. The gi is under the armpit.
We're in another situation where it's very difficult for the referee to see, much like Yoshida's match with Royce Gracie. Don did say he did not want that referee, the same one for the Royce Gracie, put his match, so he's got Yuji Shimada. But Yoshida going for that gi choke, trying to strangle Don with that gi around the throat.
Yeah, I don't think he has it. For what I saw in his little bit, the gi was underneath Don's armpit, so it couldn't go all the way underneath his jaw. But still.
it's still, Don is fighting, having to fight defensively here. Yoshida on his back, high up.
There you go, watch his hand, keep his hand.
Don's still very much in the game.
He's got nothing without his hand.
Don's got to think, man, I don't want to get back on my feet here.
You don't want to give him some blows.
Get high. There you go, you're higher than him.
He's waiting.
Oh, he's out, but you got to watch out for the arm.
No, it's going to be the ground and pound.
Yeah, ground and pound is one of Don Frye's fortes from the guard.
Don's got to watch out. He's got to stick that left knee a little bit more out with a guy like Yoshida. You do not want to get reversed here. You see? Here we go. He's got to stick that knee up. Bring that knee up. He's got to bring his left knee up.
And Yoshida's going to go for another over-under choke here.
Yoshida can turn him to the right if he wants now.
There you go to the head. There you go. The head.
Don delivering the short, chopping right hands to the rib cage of Yoshida. And Don getting up high to where the over-under choke is not going to be a factor.
Nice. This is good. Body shots. He should throw those more because obviously judo practitioners don't train those.
Yes, that's a good point. There's the crossface, boss.
I love it. Crossface always.
You love that. That forearm bone is a real pain in the neck sometimes, and the jaw and the nose. And you know, Don could start to deliver the blows here. Frye is top position against the judo man.
He's got the ropes on his back now, Don, but otherwise I would never put my right arm underneath like he's doing right now. It's kind of dangerous. So if they're going to restart it in the center of the ring, do not do that.
I'll tell you what, folks, we have 52,228 people here in attendance at Tokyo Dome. This has been a spectacular show so far. Everybody's been entertained, but the shrieks from the audience when these two guys walked out was unbelievable. 52,000. That's got to be, that's up there among the high gates Pride has had.
That's crazy.
But nothing beats 91,000 at Shockwave. That was unbelievable. 91,000 people for a martial arts show. Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome to the big leagues, folks.
The major.
There you go.
There we go. See?
Your base. Good base. Good base.
And this is under Pride rules, folks. This is not under some special shenanigans. This is, you know, put up or shut up. 10-minute round, 2 5-minute rounds, punches, knees to the head, everything. Yoshida's been able to shut down the strikes for the most part up until now. Don was able to weather that gi choke attempt.
Yeah, Don really got to watch out that he doesn't go around his neck because Yoshida, there he goes, he tries to go for some sweeps here. And he's pushing the hips, the legs down. That means he's looking to try to switch Don on his back. There we go.
Well, Don's prediction, sorry, boss. Don's prediction was that he was going to break Yoshida's arm.
Yeah.
But, you know, he said he was going to get Ken Shamrock in a heel hook, too. So,
Yeah.
I mean.
He's got to watch out for guillotine.
Oh, he's going for the arm bar. Not good.
And that is a key, and it's very difficult and not slippery to get out.
Yeah. This.
Oh.
Oh, no. Will Don Frye tap out? This is going to be tough.
No. He's got to pull. He's got to push his arm off.
Yeah, he's almost to the point where. Oh, no! Don Frye has been armbarred by Yoshida.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that's the good thing with the gi. It's not slippery. You cannot pull your arm out. Once it's there. Wow. Total surprise here.
This is huge. You know, I'll tell you what, a lot of people were critical of the referee's decision with Royce Gracie against Yoshida. But there can be no criticizing it. You know, this was a clean victory.
Very clean. He did a very good job. Good positioning. Everything.
So Don Frye tapped out at 5 minutes, 32 seconds from the armbar. Wow. This This is huge for Yoshida.
It's unbelievable. Listen, when I saw him fight against Royce Gracie, I was already very impressed. Okay, with the outcome I wasn't, but I was impressed with his balance and with everything he did with Royce. He was kind of toying. He had a real good base, but pulling this off, that is very unbelievable.
Well, I gotta tell you, I may be reaching a little bit here, but this guy's a heavyweight.
Yeah.
And we got the fight with Nogueira against Fedor, and this guy, maybe one more win is going to be in line for a title shot.
Wow. You're absolutely right, Steve.
本当今日は初めてのですね、バリトルで。
It's very strange. Yeah, somebody comes in the UFC, they start with a gi, and now we have somebody back with a gi.
Yeah, almost 10 years later.
Yes.
The guy he
やはり
beat.
皆さんのですね、温かい声援が僕の力を本当に2倍にも3倍にもしてくれたんだなというふうに思ってます。またこれからですね、厳しい戦いがいっぱいあると思うんですけど、まだまだ頑張りますので、もっともっと応援してください。本当に今日はどうもありがとうございました。
You know, Yoshida took it back to old school, walked in with the gi. Traditional martial arts, baby. You can't close the door on the traditional martial arts. Now, how much of this was Don Frye wanting to play his game?
Watch here, watch the setup, watch the setup, beautiful. Ah! Yeah, he never expected that. Yep. That's the key, baby. Oh, man.
Well, I did not predict this one.
Not in
No
100
way.
years.
This really surprises me. Okay, Yoshida said that this was his first Vale Tudo, and he was glad to win. And he said to the fans, "Your support made me strong 2 or 3 times as much as usual."
Man, you are getting so good in your Japanese. It's unbelievable. Every time you're getting better.
The name Sakuraba is known around the world in mixed martial arts. He is a superstar here in Japan for his submission ability, but he broke his orbital bone, his eye socket bone, in his last fight against Mirko Cro Cop. So now, 3 months later, he's stepping back in against a Frenchman in Gilles Arsene.
Yes, Gilles Arsene, the only thing that we know from him is that he probably ate a croissant this morning because that's from France. For the rest, I would say Sakuraba is like a matador. He's going to fly all over the ring. He's going to be all over this guy. And what you said to me before, what does Sakuraba do with jiu-jitsu experts?
Sakuraba is notoriously very good against jiu-jitsu experts, especially Gracies. He beat 4 Gracies. Is Gilles Arsene in the league with the Gracies? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I've got to go with Mr. Excitement, Mr. Unpredictability, Kazushi Sakuraba by submission.
That's right, it's Gilles Arsene. And Jack and Jill went up the hill, and hopefully he's going to end up on top.
Second hill went up the hill.
Kazushi Sakuraba. And in some ways, this guy is basically the foundation of the Pride Fighting Championships. Was on such an unbelievable roll against the Gracies, Carlos Newton, he tapped out. He beat the huge Conan Silveira, had such an illustrious career. Coming off 2 losses to Vanderlei Silva, and that was a rematch for the title, and also Mirko Cro Cop. Heartbreaking losses by strikes. And I don't think strikes are going to be a factor, boss, because Gilles Arsene is primarily a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy.
Yeah, or do they say that? You never know. Nobody knows him.
I'm willing to bet on this. Gil Arsene is a veteran of the World Championships in Brazil. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 6 times he's been there. Never won the title.
Garber wants it too. That was
Look at the overhand right.
Ooh, that's a nice left back. Didn't connect, but oh, look at this.
Sakuraba coming.
Defense.
And it's punch city here. Gil doing everything he needs. Falling back into the from. This is so familiar to Sakuraba.
Yeah, this is going to be fast. Always keep your eyes on your opponent. That's my first advice that I always tell everybody, and that's something that he absolutely didn't do.
No, he didn't. He dropped his head, and thank God Sakuraba didn't throw a knee.
Oh, Saka kicked him.
Yeah.
Sakuraba can just stand up, but he's the gentleman that he is. He's going to do some crazy submission move probably.
Sakuraba is primarily a sportsman. He's not mean-spirited at all. He's there to win by technique, actually. As a matter of fact, Gil Arsene said that Sakuraba is the best technical fighter in the world. And in a grappling mode in mixed martial arts, that you can make a good argument for that, for just straight grappling in mixed martial arts.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Gil Arsene had the pleasure of working out with Bob Sapp at the K1 dojo, and
that could have helped him a lot in this fight. I mean, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. That's nothing there. That's the golden oldie, but it doesn't work like this. Oh, my God. It's going to... Yep, there we go.
He's going to go for the Kimura, right?
Yep. Boom, a straight armbar when he defends that knee. Yeah, total control there. Yeah, what can I say?
Look at that
leg.
Man, that was... Sakuraba kicked him hard.
That was one kick. This is good because he can knee bar him now.
I wonder if that's the first time Arsene has ever been kicked like that, or kicked.
I think so. I think it's also the first time he got punched because his defense against the punches was not top notch.
No, he said that his trainer is Jerome Labanner in stand-up, but obviously
for the last week.
Yeah, obviously his stand-up is not his strong point, and at this point, Sakuraba with an illegal slap on top of the head.
And there we go. Oh, and there we go for armbar, straight armbar, but steps over. Oh.
I don't think Sakuraba is going to knee him in the head. Sakuraba doesn't like to end his fights violently. He likes to end them scientifically.
Yeah, you remember when he fought Carlos Newton also, they had this kind of a gentleman agreement on the ground. You know, both were very phenomenal grapplers. And they didn't really hit each other on the ground. They showed each other who was the best in the grappling. And I think Sakuraba is doing that right now. He says, okay, I know you can't punch, so I'm not going to punch you too hard.
Right. Sakuraba pretty much sets up his submissions with strikes like he did against Ebenezer Fontes Braga.
No, that was perfect.
Yeah, he hit him, got Braga annoyed, basically, and then got the armbar, which ended up almost being a shoulder lock in that case because he had to turn it sideways.
Nice there. Elbow to the body. I feel like it's almost a sideshow coming up or something. See?
Boss, let me ask you.
Yes.
Sakuraba obviously doesn't feel threatened by Gil Arsene here.
No.
Do you think he's just trying to get some work in?
No, yeah. I think he could have finished him at will.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. He just wants to get back in the game, you know, makes it a little longer.
That's what I mean. I think he wants to get some work in front of the crowd, you know. Because it seems that he could probably get this guy on a rear naked choke and armbar.
5 minutes.
Well, we're halfway through this first round of our final match of the evening. Sakuraba in the orange and white trunks on top of Gil Arsene from France.
He shoots just cross faces, face to the right. That's it. And then an armbar. Bang. Let's get it over with.
There's Takada looking on after losing his match to Tamura. He's there to help his friend and stablemate Kazushi Sakuraba.
Yeah.
It seems that Sakuraba wants a certain submission.
Yes, I know. I'm just totally surprised by the defending skills of the punches from Gil Arsene, which he has none. I think, come on, you should have trained on that. Because be happy that Sakuraba is not a power puncher. Because otherwise it would have been big problems.
You mean like a shoot box guy or something?
Oh my God, can you imagine that?
That would have been...
There's a straight arm bar coming up like this.
Yeah.
He's doing that, no, the choke thing first, and then he sets it up for the, oh, yeah. And his left arm there, he sets it up very slowly.
He's playing with this guy.
Yeah, he's totally playing. He brings it over now.
Well, it's nice that Arsene is not aiming at that eye socket that was into the guy's head.
That's a dangerous move. I think Sakuraba should finish the fight here. I think he should give him the straight arm bar. He's waiting for the whole time now, and finish it off, because obviously we are not the only ones who can see this. You see?
Oops. Now he's starting to hit with the knuckles.
The choke, I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, like that it is, but not from that position. You know, you really want to grab his back, and then still. Yes. No. Sponge if he likes.
I mean, if he could pretty much crack this guy open with the right hook to the front of the face. The guy's wide open for it. I think he's really intent on making a statement here with a submission, and this has got Kimura written all over it. He's going to try, but the guy knows that. So the guy's going to and eventually Sakuraba may get frustrated and start to have to punish this guy to get him to open up.
Give him a leg lock. I mean,
or at least spectacularly. He may be setting the guy up in this first round and just come out and just blast the guy out of there with a quick one in the second round, just to give the people some running time.
Yeah.
Because we've seen Sakuraba submit people quickly.
No, this could be it. Because he turned his, no, not anymore. Oh, it's going to be end of the round number one. Yeah, until now, Gil Arsene showed us nothing. So
yeah, this is Sakuraba went easy on this guy.
See, even the people here in the audience are not really happy with it.
Well, there's a couple things. Maybe they got to cut Sakuraba a little. Sakuraba is really.
You don't want to hurt your hand like this.
Exactly. Yeah, this is Sakuraba just. He could have destroyed this guy with it. But then again, that right leg is so taped up that maybe it would hurt him more to try and knee the guy or kick him. You don't know. He's really taped up, even more than usual on that right knee.
I hope that you're right, and that you said what you said. Okay, round number two is going to come out blazing, bang, bang, bang.
I think he's going to get this guy out of there within the first minute of this next round. Arsene is kind of all blunted up a little bit, but
from what?
But he hasn't really been slugged that hard. He at least tries a right hook, which comes up short. Arsene throwing the overhand left, which grazed Sakuraba. Sakuraba coming in, blasting away.
Knee into the head.
I think a knee or a kick is what he should do here. He keeps ducking down there. Now he pulls guard. They're up against the fence, just past the guard, and
he's going to leg lock him. He's got to leg lock him now. Come on, bang, bang, get it over with.
I mean, step over with the left leg and fall back into a knee bar.
That's it. or
Yeah.
or even a heel hook. I mean, there's so many options there, and it looks like you probably cannot defend it.
Okay, it seems inevitable that Sakuraba is going to make it past Jill Arsene.
Yes.
Okay. So what would be next for him? I've always said that they should have a third weight division, 185 pounds, which would suit Sakuraba. But Sakuraba, in some ways, doesn't want to have a third weight because he feels like they're going to design a weight for him because he lost to Vanderlei and Krokop. But I think it would be a good thing for him to be fighting guys like Anderson Silva. That would be a tremendous fight.
That would be a great fight.
Because Anderson is right around the same weight. He's a real rangy striker, pretty good on the ground, but I don't think he's ready for Sakuraba on the ground necessarily, but we would like to find that out.
Yep.
Sakuraba, if he's 100%, great, but if he's not 100%, his next fight would get to heal up completely and face some of the other people that are lesser than 205 pounds, more like 185 pounds. But one thing's for sure, Sakuraba is a showman, and he wants to make he wants to make some kind of a statement here. I think he's going to do some trick submission.
There we go. He sets it up, the armbar, like Ebenezer Braga, like you said.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing that.
Yeah, I think he's finally saying, okay, enough is enough. But he's got nothing against this guy. He has nothing against any of the opponents he fought. Even when he had that supposed rivalry with the Gracies and Hoist and all that, still, he beat him fair and square.
Yeah, Kimura on the reverse figure four. Yeah, armbar's coming up, you see? There he goes, bang! He's going to step it in. Oh.
But this guy is fighting so much just to survive.
Yep.
It's like this guy is going to be content to go the distance, it seems like. He's not trying anything. Now, remember when Quentin Jackson first came into Pride? And he fought Sakuraba. There was a thing where no one gave Quentin a chance to beat Sakuraba, but Quentin went out there and just tried to beat him. He tried everything he could. Whereas this guy's got a chance here to make a statement. He could go out there and really try and punch Sakuraba or try and do some crazy submission from the bottom, but he's not. So he's kind of losing his opportunity.
Yeah.
He can make the most of this opportunity.
Yes, but he doesn't. He doesn't. So if there's a second fight, I would a good matchup with him would be like O'Hara's maybe or something, because right now they both don't. You know, he doesn't do anything. Come on, there we go. He's going to finish it, and he's going to tap now. I mean, there's no defense at all.
Boss, you keep mentioning O'Hara.
Yeah, I mean, if you fight, you got to fight. And if you come in and you lay like this, I don't call that a fight. And I'm very sorry for Jill, but it is not. It's just the truth. You know, you want to, like you say, you want to make a statement. There is nothing to lose for him. If he goes out on a limb, whop, he tries to force himself out now and he starts blazing away, you know, okay, maybe he loses on stamina or he gets caught in a submission, but he tried.
Because there have been so many guys like Gary Goodridge, who's lost, half of his fights, but he's a huge draw over here because he comes out there to really try and beat the guy, even though he's outgunned sometimes. Okay, now, what was he going to give him on the guillotine? He could.
Yep, and he could knee him to the head.
Or just take his back. He wants to take the arm.
It looks like he almost wants to do a crucifix here if you can turn him, but. Yep. So.
Well, the
two guys walking on the street. We got 30 seconds left. He cannot elbow him, he realized. He can elbow his body there. Yeah. Delivered. Yeah, he sets it up for something, but listen, for Sakuraba to come back, he's got to finish this fight.
Yeah.
If it's not in this round, he's got to do it in the third round. If this is going to be go to a decision, that's going to be very bad for his reputation, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it would be, because this guy is obviously under-equipped to deal with a fighter, well, of Sakuraba's level, but many people in the fighting business are under-equipped to deal with Sakuraba. Like I said before when I asked you, I said, does Sakuraba just want to get some work in tonight?
I think so. I think he just wants to break sweat. Maybe he didn't work out yesterday and he thinks, you know what, I do an extra round today. When the boss was to work out 3 hooks and 2 knees. That would be the corner advice of mine. 3 hooks, the guy makes a defense like we're seeing here right now. 2 knees, and that's it.
This guy, you could low kick this guy. You could soccer kick him.
Anything.
You could throw a knee, slap him. Kicks have not been a factor at all for Sakuraba. So I'm thinking maybe that right knee is bothering him. But then again, if he kicked the guy could take him down.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like that. And what's going to happen if it's on the ground? At least maybe then we're going to see some action. Look at this.
Okay, boss, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay, put me on the spot.
Put you on the spot right now.
Give it to me.
You had a certain assessment of Ohara's skills, how they stacked up with the rest of the mixed martial art world. Yeah. Where does Joe Arcene's skills stack up with Ohara's, A, and the mixed martial art world's, B?
In the mixed martial arts world, it's not that high, we see, because he doesn't know how to defend a punch. I think if you go into a mixed martial arts event, at least you know how to block a punch or do something against it. Like he went all the way down with his face. Ohara turned himself away. These are 2 bad things to do. He could be a real good jiu-jitsu fighter, but he's not wearing a gi. And until now, he didn't show anything on the ground. He didn't show an escape. He didn't show anything. So right now, for me, it's not that high of a level. But I got to tell you, Sakuraba doesn't do what I expected him to do either. I thought he would walk over this, especially the guy who doesn't move. It's like you said, the guy just tries to survive.
But that knee of Sakuraba's is practically mummified. I'm thinking that maybe he's...
That could be something.
Yeah, I think that must be really bothering him.
It's got to be it. Let's hope it's...
Oh, look at that right hand. I think they should stop it.
No, right straight.
Yeah,
right straight.
Just stop it.
Right straight.
The guy doesn't want to fight.
Right straight.
He doesn't want to fight.
That's it.
He doesn't want to fight. They should just stop it. I mean, he's not fighting back. Sakuraba dropped this guy with that right hand. He should just stand back up. Oh, there's a double knee. Wants to one-up Kevin Randall. Now he's got the mount.
No, finally an armbar's going to come up. Watch, here we go. Oh, my God. It's like you said, when he goes back to France and he can survive this round, he says, I went the distance with Sakuraba.
Yeah.
And that's maybe his whole plan.
Yeah, but he's not going to go the distance in this position, boss. Because eventually he's going to break that grip and Sakuraba's going to get the arm.
If you want, I have no words. What can I say? There we go. Pull that. Why doesn't he hit him? I mean, these are slaps. He can hit him. The armbar's coming. Dang, dang. Now, okay, what a great defense. Come on, guys. Triangle choke. He can do everything right now. Sakuraba got to finish this fight.
Yeah, he does.
He's going to make a straight armbar here on this left arm, and he's going to even make a triangle choke. I guess, if I'm not wrong here, I don't know where his left leg is. Yeah, he can.
This is Sakuraba's 16th time in the Pride Fighting Championships. 16 times. That's 16 fights alone.
Now, there we go. Finally, and he does it on the other arm. I would have expected the other arm. And he sets it up very slow, too. It's not... Yeah, there we go. Oh, very nice.
There it is.
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Yeah. You know, you made a point about Sakuraba. Okay, now that was 2 minutes and 8 seconds of round number 3. Kazushi Sakuraba got the win. Now, boss, we saw that elimination fight. Fedor won the fight against Heath Herring. It was a spectacular victory.
Yep.
And Nogueira won his fight against Emmett Schultz. That match is going to be one for the ages. The Pride Fighting Championships, Cold Fury 3 is going to happen, and it's going to be coming to you on January 11, 2003. It's going to be Nogueira against Fedor, Brazil against Russia. A tremendous matchup there.
I can't wait till that date, for real. I'm going to put it in my Palm Pilot, and I'm going to remind myself every day that fight is going to come. Because Fedor impressed me a lot tonight.
Fedor has a clear shot at dethroning the champion. So you know that Nogueira is going to go back, watch that tape, and be ready for that. So on behalf of my partner, he is El Guapo, he is Bas Rutten. He doesn't know much about horse races, but he knows the fight game. I'm Steven Quadros.
And he's the fight professor.
I am the fight professor. This has been the Pride Fighting Championships, Championship Chaos 2. We will see you next time.
Take care and sayonara.
Bye-bye.